Okay, now let's proceed towards the fourth session of the program. There is a proverb, there is no limit to knowledge. That's true also. With the help of online educational apps, we can simply start our education anytime and anywhere. With the COVID-19 disrupting our lives so fundamentally and deeply, students will need to be given learning environments where knowledge distribution is regulated, graded, and personalized. We are deeply grateful to Mr. Arun Prasad Keshri for having taken out time for the session to speak to us on the topic the online education and modes or mobile applications available for online learning and development like Zoom, GeoMeet, Google Duo, MS Teams, etc. Mr. Arun holds an MBA degree in HRM with distinction in labor laws. He also holds a PG diploma in labor laws and alternate dispute redressal. He is also a diploma holder in cybercrime. Sir has a rich experience of 15 years in managing HR statutory compliance, employee relations, and HR advisory on employment laws. He has been associated with large number of MNCs including ITs, telecom, BFSI, FMCG, and retail sectors. Sir has a passion towards teaching and online education and in an endeavor to contribute to the society under Education 4.0 and Industry 4.0, including the future of learning and development. He actively has worked with various universities and colleges and delivers guest lectures to MBA students. He also gets invited to various HR webinars as a keynote speaker to share his vast learning perspective on the current changing trends and online learning. We welcome you, sir. Sir, kindly express your views on the topic. Over to you.
Thank you so much for introducing me. I hope I am very clear in my voice, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be here, part of it, and share this knowledge. I hope I'm audible to all of you and clear in my
Yes,
voice.
yes, sir, very clear.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
yes.
Thank you.
Continue, sir.
Thank you so much, and it's a
So now you are not audible. Arun, sir,
this is
now.
such okay. This is such an honored forum, and I feel very privileged to be part of this, and I am definitely going to speak on the online platform which are available with all of us right now. If we look at ourselves, the world has really changed very drastically and very immediately. The world has changed. One fine day, we got a news that we are getting into the lockdown position. We never knew what will happen 15 days down the line or a month down the line, but definitely we all had hopes that things will resume in May, June, or July latest, and we all were assuming that look, things will get back to us. Even our children who were studying in the schools, we going to offices, some people teaching in the schools, we all thought of like that things would return in few months time. But today, now we are in the month of September, and still what we see is that no, it is not going to be the normal again, and it will be whatever now it is going to be will be a new normal. So what I'll do, I'll just put you on a presentation, and the interesting
Continue.
facts about online education in India is that these factors clearly show the involvement and future potential of online education in India. Number one, and now online education is a new normal. We all know that private education sector has a great responsibility to offer online e-learning to more than 60 million college students. When I say 60 millions in crore, it becomes 6 crore. And 1.5 billion school students. When I say 1.5 billion, we understand what exactly does it mean. And finally, it is we who are the torch bearers. And it is we who need to, take this forward. And therefore, father and other dignitaries are also in the same approach, taking this journey ahead. How to make learning your strength is very, very important. Our learning strengths combine with our talents, our abilities, our existing skills, and our knowledge, and help us take in new information and education. And these strengths are all our ways of thinking, feeling, or acting that can be used effectively. How to make learning your strength? You have to discover, you have to develop, and you have to apply. Some of you may not be aware of what strength you possess. You may not be aware of your strengths. Many of you may feel uncomfortable talking about your strengths also. And most of you may think that you don't have any strengths. So make learning your strength. Don't keep yourself, you know, don't stop yourself there self. Begin identifying and talking about them with others. Talk to somebody whom you trust. Talk to them with what exactly are the strengths. Think about how you might use them. Are you able to see the slide? How to make learning your strengths?
No, no, sir. We are still on the same slide. Interesting facts about online education in India.
Okay.
Now we have come to that. Yeah. Now we
Okay.
can see it.
Now you can see.
Yeah, now we can see.
Is it full now?
No, no, it's still not full.
Oh my God. Okay. So I have spoken on this, how to make learning a strength, discover, develop, apply, and also that begin identifying and talking about them with others. And think about how you might use them in your online education and career. Start thinking like that, because knowing and working with your strengths will help you to be successful person and shall make you stay motivated. That is the importance of making you learn and understand what your strengths are. What is the reality? The reality is nothing but the new world is unprecedented and unpredictable. 6 months down the line, 6 months earlier to it, we never knew that we would be sitting in this phase of life. 6 months down the line, still we do not know where will we be. Would we continue in the same manner, or will it be like in the school as well as at home also, or 5 days, 3 days in the school, 3 days at home? How will it shape up? We all are not really aware about it. So really it is an unprecedented and unpredictable time, and that is the reality for all of us. Now what do we need to do then? Everyone, we need to learn, number one. Number two, we also need to unlearn. There are a lot of people who say I know I knew, and when you talk to them about that, they really do not know the gravity of it. So they have to unlearn, and then they have to relearn. Like running WhatsApps, I know today. If you really go back to WhatsApp, the features, there are a lot of things which you don't know. So you have what you had learned using WhatsApp, you unlearned using those things which you never knew, and then you relearn. And these are the three mantras to be future ready. Whatever you are doing, learn it, unlearn from what you already had in mind, and then relearn about it. That is the mantra. And what is it? It is online hybrid will be the new normal. When I say online, it means what I am doing is a hybrid model. When online is a different model, hybrid is a very different model. In online, what happens? There is a recorded program which runs, which students look at it, and then the presenter is available for a particular time where the children make the query to it or get their all queries answered. That's the online way. The hybrid way is what we are doing right now. I am visible to you on the video, although I have switched it off right now, but I am visible to you on the video. You are also available on the video and voice both. You can look at me, I can look at you, and you can ask me questions, I can answer that. That's called the hybrid way. And it is the new normal now. And trainings will be non-linear and broad-based format. It will be non-linear. It will be never in a very linear fashion. It will be non-linear always. Now, what are the platforms for online and hybrid education? If I go back to the online platforms, we know everything. Today, we know Zoom is available, but there are a lot of things which you can do on Zoom.
So sorry to interrupt. Please change the slides.
Okay. Are you able to now? Yeah,
Yes.
I think there is some, platforms for online and hybrid education. Now, if I ask you in the chat, do you know which all are the platforms for online education which are available? If you can, if you can just mention it to yourself, you will understand that there are a couple of programs, applications which are available for learning. Your your whole school is running on MS Teams. There are a lot of schools which are running on Zoom. There is another application which has come in is Geo Meet. If you go back to, if you go back to the applications and go to your Play Store, you will be able to launch that. I'll just come on that page also, but I'm just trying to tell you what is the summary of this future of online learning. Number one, gamification concepts to enhance user engagement. There is a gamification concept. When I say gamification, your online education is available with a video and a voice, and there is a person who is speaking something, and there is a video which is running parallelly, and you are able to understand it so easily. That is one. Players in this space are adopting to a hybrid channel approach. Means they are approaching in a way where they are thinking somebody is watching them. If you look at the movies, how are movies made? Movies are made, they are shot in one of the locations as if they are talking to the people there. They are talking to us. And that's the way their movies are made. And sometimes they also, if you look at it, they are the people who are the actors who are there, and they're talking to themselves also. But there is a camera which is rolling up, and it is appearing as if they both are talking among themselves, and it is we who are watching them talking. That is the hybrid channel approach. So online education is going to have that approach. Online education will also evolve the concept of continuous learning. Means continuous learning means you can learn for any numbers of hours, even while you are in the bed. From suppose 10 o'clock you go to your bed, your mobile is in your hand, and you see you sleep at 11:30, 12 o'clock. What do you do for those 2 hours? You watch something, you watch a program, you study, you do n number of things. And when I say online education, the platforms which I am talking about are the general platform for general public, both in the rural and the urban sectors. I am not at all talking about those platforms which are business platforms like Byju's, or you have seen those advertisements. They are particular such programs where the owners have built a curriculum around the school subjects and are teaching the students in terms of taking them ahead in terms of their learning. The school is teaching their own curriculum, and Byju's and all those, many of them players are there in the country. I'm not going to talk about them because they have their own curriculum. They are a business and selling concept by which they come up to. There are business model evolution in line with changing customer requirements. We are the customer. Who is also the customer? Your 2-year-old kid is also a customer. What do you do in the car? What do? You hold your child, give the mobile phone to the child, and then you are able to do your own talking. And where is the child engaged? The child is a customer who is engaged in his or her own program, either on YouTube or anywhere. So the child is also a customer. Look at the base of the customer. It ranges from where to where. And even your grandfather is also a customer. So it look at this, lifespan of the customers which are there using this. Technological innovations in the supply and demand ecosystem has played a very, very crucial role. There is now, I believe, is less of supply and more of demand. and therefore what we see, we all like, look at it. Your voice is not clear. You are not audible. You are not able to see. What are these? These are demand fluctuations.
Sir, we are
And
not able to see any slide. The
are,
slides are not being changed.
okay, I'll again talk about, again, I'll take you to this. Is this visible now?
Yes, the summary, the future of online education
Yeah.
is visible.
Okay. I will take this up. Number one is gamification concepts to enhance user agreement. What is happening is that all the videos that are there in the online education programs, there is a voiceover behind it, which will tell you what you need to do. Even they will tell you to the extent, please click on the right side of the button. They will also tell you that. So that is the way the concepts are enhancing, so that the user engagement increases, so that the child or the person who is using it is able to, really cherish those the usage, and the engagement is more, means the person is able to collaborate more with the smartphone or with the personal computer. That's what. Look at the Google. What happens? You put in Switzerland, you put in Kashmir, you put in Delhi, you put in like that, and there will be hell lot of search pages which will come out, and in that search page, one of the pages will carry what you are thinking also. It will talk about tour in Delhi, it will talk about education in Delhi, it will talk about weather in Delhi, it will talk about anything. So look at the user engagement. So that is what is called gamification. and and you know what, the machine learning and artificial intelligence are those concepts which are being talked right now. That is machine learning. The machine you are using is learning your activity. Every day when you do a search, the search gets captured by that, player, and it pushes the data to you, so that you are able to easily get that data without clicking any further. That's the machine learning. And artificial intelligence is something where you say, Alexa, please play this game. It's artificial. You talk to your Alexa in the car also. Similarly, those are artificial intelligence and machine learning. But I'm not going to talk on that, because that's a very separate topic around it. Now, the players in this space, when I say players, means Zoom, GeoMeet, Microsoft Teams, uh, Google. These are all players who have a space, and they are adopting to this hybrid channel approach. The online education will also evolve the concept of continuous learning. I said, you are in your bed at 10 o'clock, but you sleep at 12 o'clock. What do you do for those 2 hours? The mobile is in your hand. Either you are somewhere learning or somewhere watching something which is of great interest to you. That's what you're doing. And that is where the children are also, if the parents are really pushing them in the same manner, they are doing the online education. Online education is nothing but looking at something on the smartphone or a personal computer and learning from it, which is online, rather than listening to somebody else in a classroom or face to face. The business model evaluation in line with changing customers' requirements. Business model is also evolving, and the technological innovation, which you call, is also a matter of supply and demand. When I say supply and demand, it means the supply is very, very different than the demand. Now, what we see, the demand is more, supply is less, and therefore, what we see is that we are able to see that the that there are many people who have a lot of demand from it, but the supply is less. The data supply, the internet facilities which are available, that supply is less. The smartphone supply is less. The computers right now, those people who are in the sales team of HP, Lenovo, or Dell, or any other computers, they were struggling to sell their laptops or computers or personal computers. Today the demand is so high that they are really relaxing. Those sales guys, they are relaxing. They are concentrating more on services now. So that is how the world has changed. I hope now you are able to see the various platforms.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the various platforms which are there are: number one, GeoMeet. Right now on your mobile phone, if you go to the Play Store, click GeoMeet, The application will get downloaded. It will ask you some questions so that you get registered to it, and then you can start talking to people on video, and you can, start imparting education also. Similarly, Google Meet is there, Zoom is there, MS Teams is there, and others is there. Now, when I say GeoMeet, this is how the appearance looks like. If you have time, click on the Play Store, go to the Play Stores and click it. You will see the GeoMeet to be there. And then it says install. When you install it, it will ask you a couple of questions. You have to answer them and it gets installed. It is nowhere different than Zoom. Moreover, it has some additional features as well. Now we are running short of time. So additional features, once you get into the GeoMeet, please install it. And you would see that when you are, hands-on, when you are getting into it and when you are doing everything on your own, you will understand that how it is helping out. GeoMeet, it is a cross-platform video conferencing application that you can download on any smartphone or an iPhone. When I say smartphone and iPhone, Apple is the iPhone, a smartphone is any Android phone, any company in the world is called a smartphone, and iPhone is Apple phone. Why? You have to visit the App Store or you have to visit the Google Play, and on the Android devices, you know what is Android devices. Android devices are those devices which are supported in all the smartphones, and iPhone are supported by App Store, Apple Store. It is called Apple Store. You can also download the GeoMeet app on the Windows or Mac. Mac computers are again Apple computers. Windows is simple your Microsoft Windows. I'm talking about any computer you talk about. You talk about Dell, you talk about Lenovo, you talk about HP, any computer you talk about. Every computer is similar to smartphone, and you can download it on your personal computer as well. You can download GeoMeet on your phone. You can download GeoMeet on your computer. When you download the GeoMeet on your phone, it will ask a couple of questions. You get that and you get registered. Now, what are you able to do? It will tell you. There are a lot of things which it will tell you that you can do on that. It is made in India free video conferencing application, GeoMeet. And it can be used for 1:1 video calls and also for hosting meetings with up to 100 participants with enterprise grade host control. Also, the additional feature is that it doesn't have a limitation of 40 free minutes like Zoom. Zoom has a feature which says the first 40 minutes are free, and there are people, Indian people or anywhere in the world, what they are doing, 40 minutes free, they go out away from that Zoom, they get disconnected, they again re-log in on the same Zoom invite, and they again get together on the same invite for another 40 minutes. Again it breaks, and again another 40 minutes. So Zoom you can avail free, but 40 minutes is the time lag. After that, you have to again reconnect because it gets disconnected. In GeoMeet, there is nothing as such. You remain connected for the time period you wish to. So that's an advantage over Zoom, number one. Now, there are more advantages to it. When you start using it, but the only base is that you need to have a smartphone or a computer. That's the very important part of it. So I can go talking about GeoMeet in lot details, but let me also talk about you can Google it, difference between GeoMeet and Zoom. You will see that there is a list of 5-10 pointers which is there and which will help you. Now I'll talk about what is Google Meet. So Google Meet is nothing but we all almost have a Gmail account. Those people who do not have a Gmail account, Google will prompt you to have that also. And Google Meet is nothing but it is a premium video meeting which is now free for everyone. It is a premium video meeting. The WhatsApp call which you can make to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people together. You have seen that in the WhatsApps. Similarly, the quality may be not that great, but similarly, when you go to Google Meet, You can download that, and it is also a premium video meeting which is now free for everyone. And Google says that we re-engineered. Look at the language. We re-engineered the service we built for secure business meetings, and Google Meet is to make it free and available for all. It it means that it is available for all. Start a meeting. You go and do this hands on. If you go and do this, you will find that look how easy it is used to use Google Meet. So in your application, you can have Zoom Meet, you can have Geo Meet, you can have Google Meet in your applications. Google Meet is a video communication service which is developed by Google. We know what is Google. It is one of the two apps that constitute the replacement for Google Hangout, and the other being Google Chat. So Google Chat was there, Google Hangouts were there. They both have been replaced by Google Meet. And Google planned to begin this retiring this Google Hangout in the October 2021. Sorry, I have not taken. Sorry, 2019. Last year, they replace this, and now they are available on Google Meet also, and you can use Google Meet. That's the another free platform. So I talked about three platforms. I hope you are able to see the I'll again talk about um, I hope you are able to see the video, sorry, the page.
Yeah, platforms for online hybrid education, Google Meet. We have reached that page.
Yeah, this is Google Meet, which is a premium video meeting and free for everyone. Okay. Now I will go back to what exactly is this Google Meet all about. So I'll just talk about it also. I have already talked about it. Google Meet is a video communication service developed by Google, and it is now available to everyone. Everyone. When I say everyone, means everyone. It is available free. Look at this. Look at this slide. Read this last line. We re-engineered the service we built for secure businesses meetings, Google Meet, to make it free and available for all. Google Meet is available for all. No cost, zero cost. Look at it. Don't have an account, sign up for free. If you do not have a Google Meet, you can sign up for free. Similarly, your Gmails are free emails. Free emails up to 15 GB data you can store in it. All your photos, everything, your memory and everything, your emails are all stored on Gmail. Gmail is a free email service provided by Google. Right. Now I'll go back to this. This. I hope we all know what is this. This is nothing but Zoom. Zoom is is the owner is a Chinese. He's a Chinese, and he has really once this happened, when the lockdown started, it was he who was able to generate the most business in the world than any other organization. Until MS Teams and other companies which are other platforms which were coming up in a manner, Zoom was really the first player to capture the market in a manner where it was giving free education. Even the schools and all, they all started it. Microsoft was a finer version to it which came in later, and there were many program around educating people, teachers, all fathers, nuns, and everyone on how to take online programs under the hybrid mode on MS Teams. But Zoom was only for meetings and few of the stuff. It was really not supporting us in the manner what Microsoft Team is supporting today. So Zoom is, I'll tell Zoom. Zoom is probably the most well received collaboration tool that we have seen at Fox in 20 years. It says Fox, but in the world we have seen. There is no other tool that has brought people closer together than Zoom, and we all are aware about it. There is no other tool that has brought people closer together than Zoom, because if you really go back to your March 22nd till May, it was Zoom which was supporting us in connecting. because there are, besides the phone calls, the video calls, it was only the Zoom which was supporting. I also understand that Microsoft Teams was developing, and slowly the children started getting accustomed to usage of Microsoft Teams, MS Teams we call it. Now I come on to the Microsoft Teams. This is our Microsoft Teams. And we know today we are equipped enough in terms of what are the classes, how are the students enrolled, how are the classes enrolled, how are the teachers enrolled, which class teacher to which section to which student. And MS Teams has whole lot of solutions around it, which the schools are using. The schools can extend it further also, but yes, the platforms which I talked about earlier are easily accessible on the smartphone, available in the villages also. Villages where the connectivity, I believe now Geo is getting connected to the, they are putting in up the fiber optics, and they are getting connected to very remote places also. Slowly they are penetrating into the every each and every corner of the, and that's the vision of Reliance Geo also, to connect all the entire world. The 5G which is coming up, 5G is another set of network. We all are today running on 4G. There are some people who are running on 3G. Many of the people with the old phone are still running on 2G, but most of them on 3G and 4G. We are getting the 5G. When we say 5G, it means at the click of a button you will see the change. Today when we click, what happens, there is a circle moving and moving and moving, and then we come to that page. It is because of the 4G sometimes, or a 3G connection. But once the 5G comes in, you will start seeing the new phase of development in the usage of data. Microsoft Teams is nothing but sorry, just a moment, I just typo error. So Microsoft Team is nothing but is a business-oriented communication and collaboration platform that combines workplace chat, video meeting, file storage, and application integration. Today in offices, almost all the offices are using Microsoft Teams because they need to have Microsoft Word on Office, and therefore they are using Microsoft Teams. Second, Microsoft Team is so much helpful that it has collaborated in such a fashion and manner that it is a platform which combines the workplace chat, the video meeting, the file storage, and application. The chat which you did 1 month earlier is still available on the chat with Microsoft Teams. But these are very, very polished and business oriented communication tools and platforms which are being used in the schools. But when I am talking about the online education, this is something which is used in a place which is really full of good network, and lot of GB spaces. The 4 GB is minimum speed which you require, and 10 GB or 100 Mbps speed is something which you require to run. But GeoMeet, Zoom, or a Google Meet, more so Google Meet and GeoMeet is something which is available in the villages also in the smartphones. Start using that. Start using that for the online education programs. That is what I think I would share and look forward to. And finally, what you should do. We should leverage the new opportunities in the new formats, and we have to be creative and keep learning. We have to take the 7 steps of resilience. We have to adapt. We have to prepare for the next. We have to invest in ourselves. We have to look around for factual information. Somebody says, look, the crow has taken your ear. Don't look at the crow. Please touch your ear and feel it, that your ear is with you only. So you have to look around for factual information. You have to use experts for mentoring. Use experts like father, like all the teachers, all professors, all seniors, even your parents or your uncle and aunt for mentoring, so that you are able to understand what do you really need to become. You can't choose any career. Look way forward. You have to leverage the online options for education. Look at the online education options available to you, and then you will see that, look, you are marching ahead, and that is what the world is changing towards. Lastly, at a positive note, I would say we must return as individuals with compassion for all. We should reiterate good experiences for all your employees. When I say employees, it is not only in the school, in the offices, but everywhere these people who are working in the villages, farms, anywhere. Please, everyone, the happier times will be back soon. This unimagined, unprecedented phase of history will eventually pass. And what will happen then? Then let us think of this as an opportunity. Let us think of this as an opportunity. This is the best time to reflect on repositioning ourselves, not just to survive, but to thrive in this new world of learning and work. And then the sky would be the limit for us. So, at last, what I say is that, and between this fear and courage, the life has to move on. Life has to move forward. Everything has its time, and everything ends. None of us has ever walked this road before. And the freedom that we beg for and the light at the end of this very rough tunnel will soon be visible. The uncherished dreams of having our lives back as new normal will become a reality again. Thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you, Arun sir, for such an information given by you. With the advancement in technology, every industry has transformed the operations. The approach of mobile application has made learning all the more very captivating and fascinating. Presently, we can locate a mobile application for any work. With the assistance of mobile application, we can begin e-learning as and when required. So let us take some of the questions from the audience if they have. And please raise your hands, audience, to ask the questions to sir. You can even text them in the chat box and we can take from there. Yeah, so there is a question. For using Geo Meet, is it necessary to have Geo connection or it will be
No,
working on any network?
any network. Zoom, for using Zoom, you don't have a Zoom connection in the world, but
No.
you are using it. For Microsoft Teams, there is no phone connection. You are using it. Similarly, GeoMeet, no phone connection. You only need internet connection.
Thank you, sir. We can take some more questions. Please ask. Anybody else who would like to ask a question?
At least if you have liked this program, at least you can write 11111. And if those who have not liked can write 222. At least it will be easier for me as a feedback.
We can give a light.
Yes, that's showing up now. I can see the number of participants as well now. Thank you so much, and
Thank
really great. And if there are any questions, I am available on Twitter also. You have my full name. I'm available on LinkedIn also. I'm available with my numbers to Father and to Priyanka ma'am also. And always available for any questions because I am also I am following the footsteps of Father. I am also, I'm not really contributing in the same manner as what Father is doing, but yes, at least 1% I am trying to do what he is doing. I'm following him and imparting that whatever knowledge I have to the entire society in the country.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was really very nice and very informative. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Sir, your session was really eye-opener for many, many participants. because the number of platforms available, and how to make use of it, and especially in the world to come, how to go ahead. Instead of getting nervous and frightened, I think we need to muster courage and make use of all the possible resources at our disposal. I think your session was awesome, and I love to hear you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And my namaste to everyone in this social distancing phase.
Thanks to everyone. Thank you, Father.
Okay,
Yes,
right.
thank
We
you.
have water, thanks.
Yeah, I invite Father to propose a vote of thanks for the session, for the program.
Oh, dear friends, once again, it is a matter of great joy for us that we were together for the entire day, almost 5 to 6 hours together, listening to various people on different topics. In the morning, we had a wonderful session by Mr. Pandian, Sevga Pandian. I think he was awesome because he is so very creative, and he had made his own software from module to make use of for the college sake. And they are not only making use of it for classes, but even they are conducting online exams with the software that he created. And then we had Father Maria Charles, I think a well-read man with great knowledge and about the new education policy. I think he has absolute no doubts, absolute knowledge of it, and brilliantly he exposed the pros and cons of that policy. And then in the afternoon, we had Father Joseph Manipadam. He too was a ex-secretary of CBCI of Education, and the 3 sessions or almost 4 sessions on NEP. That is awesome, and I think all three of them exposed to the core of this document, of this policy. And I'm sure that as we leave this webinar, we carry home lots of ideas about what is to expect from the new education policy. And finally, we had Arunji Prasad. Your session was awesome because the new way forward, especially for the schools, is a hybrid education, hybrid online. And unless you connect with the students online, we may lose our schools, we may lose our students also. So it is most important that in some way or the other we have to find ways and means to connect with our children and interact with them with the audio, video, and find cheapest and easiest means. And I still feel that Geo Meet may be the best possible medium at the moment available in the market. And this is a new one, and it's a Indian, and Ambanis are the richest people in India. And I don't think that they will charge much. They should be one of the cheapest in the market. Anyway, your session was really good. I loved several points in which you mentioned about the future of India depending on data, whether it is education, whether it is any employment, is all going to be only based on data. So how to make use of it? Everyone needs to learn, and the lockdown has really helped us to learn these things. Otherwise, we never thought of Microsoft Team. Neither did we think of Zoom. But suddenly, after the lockdown came in, we all tried to use it and learn it, and now we are trying to master it. Thank you so much for your insights. We keep our eyes and ears open. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Father, for your blessings and my privilege. Thank you.
God bless you. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Father.
Thank you, all the participants.
Thank you. It was wonderful listening to all the resource speakers for the day, and hope you all enjoyed the session. Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. So have a great day. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.